My name is John Stern, and I am an FBI agent. And I went back in time to meet Dr. Martin Luther King. I knew I had to catch him in a time where he was not surrounded by so many people, a time when he was in his prime. I knew that the best date for me to go and meet him was April 16, 1963, when he was in solitary confinement in Birmingham jail. When I walked into that cell, it was so surreal. It's almost like he expected to see me there. I then knew that this was real. I introduced myself and told him who I am and how I came to be there. And all he wanted to know about today is, did his dream come true? I told him on some levels, yes it did. I knew I had limited time, so I had to get my questions out to him, and I asked him, why did he have to involve the children in the civil rights struggle? And why did he have to go through a non-violent strategy to get what we had today? Why did he have to use a non-violent strategy when the opposition was so violent? He told me that non-violence was not a strategy. It was a way of life. He believed that responding to hate was only going to bring out more hate. He believed that to change the world, you needed to respond with love and peaceful resistance. He then quoted his famous quote, "Hate does not drive out hate. Love does that." I then had to ask him, okay, so the children, why did you have to involve the children? Did you know that they were going to be so effective? He told me that children had a special ability to touch the hearts of nations. He knew that if people saw that children are marching and singing and getting arrested, it would inspire some moral urgency to the cause. He also knew that he had a responsibility to pass down the struggle to the next generation. He believed that he was not fighting for the present, he was fighting for the future. He knew that he wanted a future where people were not judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I will always cherish the time I met Martin Luther King. He was my biggest inspiration, and I will keep his words in times where I struggle myself. I knew I had one more question for him, and I asked him, when was his moment? When did he know that this is my turning point? He told me that it was the day he was elected the leader of the MIA, and he had to march his people to boycott the Montgomery bus service. That's when he knew that was his moment. And it got me thinking,